First ingredient is the 4 pieces of alumahan, which is washed and has salt already. Next will be 2 medium sizes of tomatoes, 1 small size of onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. Next would be salt and pepper, or you could use magic syrup and pepper. Next, we will use fish sauce or patis. And lastly, we will be using cooking oil for cooking or frying. Next, we will prepare a frying pan and put oil until it's hot, and now we can add the fish. And we will fry it until golden brown, and we will flip each side once it's done. Once both sides are cooked, we are going to transfer it in a bowl or a plate with tissue paper in order to absorb the oil of the fish and set it aside. Now we will begin to chop the tomatoes, the onions, and garlic. So first, cut the end of the tomato, and we will begin to cut it in half and cut it into strips. After chopping the tomatoes, we will now begin to chop the onions into strips too. And with the garlic, we will just mince it until it's done.
Kick.
After chopping all of the vegetables, we will now beat the 3 eggs into a bowl and beat it using a fork. Now we will begin to saute the garlic and the onions. And once the garlic and onions have been golden brown, we can now put the tomatoes next. Once you can see it has been golden brown, we can now add the tomatoes, and we need to saute it for a bit longer so the tomatoes can cook. After sauteing all of the vegetable, we can now pour the 2 cups of water into the pan so it could be our soup. After adding the 2 cups of water, we will now wait for it to boil. Once it's boiling, we will now add the fish sauce, the salt and pepper or magic syrup in order to have taste for the soup. So I did is I gradually just add the fish sauce, magic syrup and pepper for my taste. You could add a bit more if you want. It depends on how you like it. Now we are almost done. We only have 2 steps more. So now we will begin to add the fried fish that we cooked earlier into the soup that we made, and we will let it simmer for at least 2 minutes first. Lastly, we will pour the beaten eggs that we did earlier. I do not recommend to pour it straightly into the soup because it wouldn't coat finely the fish, so pour it around the pan or around the fish so it wouldn't stay in one place only. And after that, we will just let it cook and we will just cover it and we can serve it already.